Hi everyone! Welcome back to my vlog. Today we're going to talk about something very important for both teachers and students, which is the three types of assessment. The assessment for learning, assessment as learning, and assessment of learning. Some of you might also know them by their other names, which is the formative assessment, diagnostic assessment, and the summative assessment. But don't worry, I'll make this very simple with classroom examples, their purpose, and their goals. So let's start with the assessment for learning. This is also called the formative assessment. So this formative assessment happens during the learning process to check how well the students are understanding the lesson. So teachers use it to adjust their teaching strategies. So let's say, for example, imagine your teacher gives a short quiz in the middle of the class. So if many students get low scores, the teachers might re-explain the topic in a different way. So the purpose of formative assessment is to guide the teacher's instruction, and its goal is to help students improve while learning is still happening. Next is the assessment as learning. This type focuses on the student as the main actor. It often linked with diagnostic or reflective assessment. So here, learners monitor and reflect on their own progress, taking responsibility for improving. For example, a teacher asks students to write a reflective journal or use a self-checklist to see how well they understood the lesson. Sometimes, classmates also give peer feedback. So the purpose of this is to make the students aware of their own learning, and the goal is to build independence and critical thinking in learning. And finally, the assessment of learning. This is also known as the summative assessment. So it usually happens at the end of a unit or grading period to measure what the students have achieved. So let us say, for example, the periodic exams, the final projects, or even the performance tasks. These are graded and also recorded. So the purpose of assessment of learning is to certify or measure achievement. The goal is to report learning outcomes and give grades.